What is going on, guys? Welcome to Only Football Thursday night edition. We are live streaming the Seahawks at 49ers. The Seahawks have gotten one first down past the Tyler Lockett, and now it is 3rd and 13. Geno steps back, throws the ball, and he's throwing it in the area of Tyler Lockett. They want a holding call. Not going to get it. So that's going to bring that series to an end after just one first down for Seattle. And they will punt the ball on the 48-yard line. Trying to see, is there any way? Just want to say thank you guys for tuning in and listening to this podcast, making it a part of your daily life, for subscribing, for liking. Let me see if I can.
For tuning in and listening.
Let's see if I can send this. Let's see. Save video. So annoying. It is. All right, so that takes us to a commercial break. And now that we are in a commercial break, let me see if I can go YouTube. View on YouTube. Continue to YouTube. All right, I see it on YouTube. There's the link. Let me Command Control. And then I will send that to moi. Just want to make sure everybody gets a chance to jump inside of this stream. Try to bring in some potential new faces. We'll see if Ginger Ninja joins us along with some others. It's been a real honor having some of you guys come back, and we just really, really appreciate it. We appreciate the love. We appreciate the support. We appreciate you guys giving this show a chance to be your go-to. And as you can see, you're not going to miss much if you follow us. I mean, our goal is to stream every game that we can possibly stream. And right now, that's pretty much every game. So we're going to have all 3 Saturday games. We're going to have the Sunday games. But let's talk about this game. The 49ers have been playing just lights out on defense. They got the number 1 defense. It's not particularly close. And then Seattle kind of on a downward slide right now after losing at home to the Panthers last week. But let's be real about this. You look at the spread and you see that the 49ers are favored only by 3 points. I mean, this is 1 week removed from Brock Purdy being up in the third quarter 35-0. So, I mean, for me, I was just trying to understand, like, is there something that I'm not realizing? What's up, Ginger Ninja? I was like, is there something about this game that, that I'm not realizing? Like, is there any reason that it's only 3 points? Because it seems like the 49ers should have been favored to win by more than 3 points. And home field advantage, I get all that. But the 49ers are just playing so good right now. So I feel like as a bettor, this was a really good game to jump on. And a lot of people were afraid of it. They're like, oh, they must know something we don't. We'll get back into that. The Brock Purdy is going to set up shop on the 9-yard line. It is a snap, and it's a pitch to McCaffrey. He's going outside, trying to get outside, and he's going to get outside before he's ran out for a gain of 3. I really like that play call. Brock Purdy, a young guy, just try to go out there. You got Christian McCaffrey, one of the best running backs in the league in the backfield. Don't try to do too much. Give the ball to the best player, on that offense right now with Debo being out, and set up this run game. And by doing that, you can set up some easy passes, easy completions, and get him in an early rhythm. And they're going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll the other way. It's going to be caught by George Kittle, and that's just going to be a gain of maybe 1.5. So they should bring up a 3rd and 6. And eyes on Mike Shanahan right now. This is his 6th season as a 49ers head coach. He's 48-46 in the regular season. Don't even know who this is. Obviously, my priorities are in line. If you're calling me during a stream, don't expect me to answer. All right, Brock Purdy, 3rd and 5. Shotgun formation, snaps the ball. He's scanning. He's going to throw it to the sideline. It's caught. Oh, McCaffrey caught it, but he was a yard short. Tried to extend the ball, but couldn't get it quite there. And deep into their own territory, they're going to send out the punting unit. Not too deep, not in their own end zone situation here, but they are going to be given pretty decent field position to Seattle. I would expect them to start this drive on the 45-yard line, somewhere around there. Probably a fair catch here. Don't want to give him a chance to run this. Don't want to outkick your coverage. And let's see what we get. We do get the fair catch on the 45. No, the 35. I was about to say that's pretty damn good. All right. So back to this 3-point spread thing. Let's see what Ginger's saying here. 77% of the money's on San Fran tonight. I'm afraid of it, honestly. Give me the Hawks plus 3.5. Purdy is a little banged up too. Okay, so I heard about the Purdy thing. Now, I'm glad you made those comments, Ginger, because I actually wanted to talk about this. And I was going to make kind of an episode about it with some other news. I was like, no, I'll just do it on the stream. I do think sometimes, it's one of those things where you always think like the bettors are out to get you, kind of like, oh man, like if it looks too good to be true, sometimes it is, and I think in some cases people get in their head too much. And, if you just simplify, it's like if life gives you lemons, you got to trust sometimes that they're lemons. A 3-point spread for me, I liked it. I looked at it and I said, look, I'm really relying right now on the NFL or whoever's in charge of Vegas really saying like, hey, Brock Purdy, that was a fluke. Let's see. I thought it was 3.5. It's a 3. That's a lot harder of a decision. It was 3. I'm going to open up DraftKings. It was 3 all day. So I haven't looked in the last 4 hours. Let me see if that changed though. Damn, got a big ass dog under my legs. All right. Damn. It's down to 2.5 right now. 2.5. Yeah. 2.5. I'm taking Niners. I'm taking Niners, baby. 2.5. Come on. But yeah, I mean, sometimes you look at a bet and it's a good bet. And really, I don't think that, Vegas knows something we don't know. I think they just thought to themselves, like, hey, maybe Brock Purdy's a fluke. They don't have Deebo Samuel. They're going to be on the road. Seattle plays tough in primetime at home. And they weighed all that out and they were like, yeah, Seattle could win this game. But that's what I'm saying. I think said, oh shit, they're just begging people to take the Hawks at 2.5. Yeah, they are. They really are. That's how I think that Vegas is messing with people. It's not taking the Niners. It's taking the Hawks. I'm sure. I think DraftKings tells you the percentage of people. You said 77% is on San Fran. So, the house always wins no matter what happens. But I agree with you. Noah Fant in motion for Seattle. Geno snaps the ball. Play action fake. He's trying to get out of the pressure and he just has to throw it to the ground. But was he outside of the pocket? They're saying 2nd and 10. This is what I'm talking about. So I lay out all those things. I lay out the quarterback. I lay out the Deebo. And I'm like, it doesn't matter because this defense is so good. There's not enough time for Geno Smith. I never was a big believer. I was like, yeah, he's doing fine. He was not doing anything wrong or should have been replaced or anything like that. But people talking about giving him a long-term contract, I'm like, no, I don't think so, man. I don't think Geno is some kind of long-term answer. And Kenneth Walker tries to hit a hole. There's nothing there. And that is just a solid wrap-up on, who is that? Ward? That was just a solid open tackle right there. Geno's been playing really well and they got Walker back, but San Fran's D is amazing. I'm really pause, LOL. I'm really high on Kenneth Walker. Really high on him. Just like that play right there, man. All right, so Geno Smith in the backfield, 3rd and 12. See if they can make a play here. DK Metcalf to the bottom of the screen. Geno snaps it. He's looking for a deep shot, doesn't see it there, throws the check down to Noah Fant. This is a very good tackling football team. Hey, Ginger, let me know if I'm ahead of you because I am calling this game for the people that aren't able to watch it. People that aren't able to watch it, I like them to feel I can't show the game or they'll kick me off, but I do want to do my best to paint a picture using my words. All right. So 4th and 7. And they're going to punt it. San Francisco man standing at about the 10-yard line. He's going to call the fair catch at the 13-yard line. And get ready to get Brock hard because Brock Purdy is coming back out on the field as Geno Smith talks to Pete Carroll about some things that he saw out there. I hated to see him get hurt. Almost all their losses have been one score, except for the 49ers game in week 2. Yeah, and a lot of their wins have been pretty close, if I'm not mistaken. Or I'm just super salty about them beating the Broncos by 1 point in week 1. And I can't watch it either, man. You're doing a good job. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Honestly, if I was doing this for literally just one person that doesn't have access to the game and they're happy, it is totally worth it. You know, I don't really we're not big enough yet to do super chats and to make a lot of money doing this, but it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just happy to help out just regular people in the NFL community, talk some ball, drink a beer. You got any more of those Rangers? Get Brock hard. Hey, that's Rick's. That's my partner. He started that. He started that. Hell yeah, man. Hell yes. So you said you live in Indiana, right? Indiana? Do they have Jersey Mike subs over there? Nah, I got a tropical beer hugs tonight. You have any beer? I do. I'm drinking some Bellingham ciders. We're in Washington. We're just a little ways away from Seattle, so this is actually a home game for us. It's nice when you can watch a game on TV that's right, not necessarily right down the street, but I can have my window, my screen door open and I can feel what the weather's like, kind of feel close to it, if you will. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Walter Mahone said, "Hey, I need you to talk to your man. Jeff got on my nerves and put me on mute yesterday morning." Who's Walter? Who's Jeff? My partner's Rick. Were you thinking of Rick? All right. So there's gonna be a screen pass to McCaffrey, and that's gonna be a gain of 5 or 6 on first down. Not in my local area. We're a damn Subway state, apparently. Yeah, we got Subway too. Jersey Mike's is pretty good. There's a commercial that came out. Seems really random, but there was a commercial. And Walter, if you're still in here, I got your message about this guy Jeff. I don't know who this Jeff guy is, man. All right, I'm going back to the game. 2nd and 3, handoff goes to CMC. He's got a huge hole, and and he goes all the way to the 45-yard line. What a run. The offensive line just opened up a giant hole. I sound like Chris Collinsworth with all the dirty. So this play took place on the 20-yard line, and he wasn't brought down into the 45-yard line. San Francisco's 49. Haven't crossed the midfield yet, but that one goes for 25 yards. And Jinja says, Rick's the man, Walter. Watch your tongue. I love it. They got your back, Rick. And they're going to go straight back to McCaffrey because, if it's not broken, don't fix it. It's going to be a gain of 3. As we dip down to 7 minutes and 33 seconds in the ballgame. I'm not sure why the clock is stopped right now. Do we have a timeout in the field? I don't see a timeout. I don't see an injury. There's no play clock moving. I'm also watching the game on mute. So, there is a player down. Last name Moan, M-O-N-E. Looks to be in a severe amount of pain. His hands twitching like this back and forth really fast. And it's going to go to a commercial. I believe that's somebody on the, yeah, I like big gaping holes. Some AQ Shipley. Yeah, man. You should watch the compilation of announcers out of context. I think that's what you got to YouTube, like NFL announcers out of context. Bill Taylor joining us says Washington fan. Welcome to the Only Football Podcast, Billy. I'm assuming you're a Seahawks fan if you're watching it with us. Doing a play-by-play, but I'm also engaging with you guys, so feel free to stay with us. I know that there are other places to watch the game, but we really appreciate everybody that joins us here, and we make sure you guys know about it. So still on that commercial break, Shelby Harris was the guy I initially thought was injured. No, it was some guy, M-O-N-E. I'm not too up to speed on all of the defensive linemen for the Seahawks, but hopefully it's not too serious. He did look to be in a significant amount of pain and didn't look like it wasn't a big deal. And if it wasn't a big deal, I would have expected the game to be resumed already. So what kind of score do you guys got? Go ahead and put it in the comments. Is this a defensive smash mouth football, like 16-19? Is this a 21-24? Is this like a 9-10? Let me know what you guys got. Ginger says, I watch Flying with Mike a lot. He has some references to Fletcher Cox that cracked me up. Cox filling the hole. Yep. I've seen that. Cox is looking strong today. And Ginger says, what's up, Billy? Showing some chat appreciation, some chat love, if you will. Sending out love, not just from me, but from the people in the chat, man. This really is a family. Next Thursday, Jacksonville facing the Jets. You bet your bottom dollar Only Football is going to be streaming that bad boy. And that doesn't look like a fun game. So I'm going to need you guys to help me get through it. All right. So here we go. On the 46-yard line, it's 2nd and 7. They got a fullback and a running back. They're going to pitch it to the outside. McCaffrey, he's going to find a little hole, and he's going to take that for a gain of 5, bring up a 3rd and 2. And they are, moving the ball pretty effectively. I know they had that one big play, but if they get a first down here, this really feels officially like a drive versus, a big play fluke. Seahawks defense is allowing 160 rush yards per game with the lineman that San Fran has and their running back, CMC. I expect them to run the ball a lot today. And as I say that, shotgun formation, and it's a pass. He's looking, he's got a quick slant, and it's a quick catch for Jennings, who catches the ball in Seattle's territory on the 40-yard line. The cornerback who's just dropping way back into coverage and just did a simple slant route. Simple slant route. Playing flag football with the boys on Saturday. Run a slant. I like that, though, because it's Brock Purdy, and he's young quarterback. Like, don't give him too much. Tell him to run a slant, like make it easy for the guy. McCaffrey, and I think that's his first tackle for a loss. First time he's been tackled for a loss today. And that's going to be a loss of one or just at the line of scrimmage, one or the other. And this was just a really big defensive play. The defender just he was getting blocked by the wide receiver on the run and just threw him off of him and then made the hit. So good on Seattle with the ability to shake off a defender. 2nd and 10, shotgun formation. It's a pass. He's looking downfield, scans. He throws it to McCaffrey. McCaffrey's got a first down. McCaffrey just kind of found the soft spot in the zone, waited for the ball, caught it, and just kind of backpedaled to a first down. And just like that, this drive's going to continue moving. Christian McCaffrey, man, what a pickup in the middle of the season. I mean, they have a future guy right now. I mean, they have an identity, and it's not just his ability to run the ball, but his ability to catch the ball and be just such a dual threat. This is what this team, what we've seen from him since he's joined the 49ers, a lot better football. Handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey shows his patience, waiting for something to open up. Nothing does. So he just puts his head down and charges for a gain of 2. And Elijah Mitchell, he's out for the season. So now CMC's getting a lot of the work. Here's Moan. They're showing the play right now. It looks like he got his ankle rolled up on, and they are carting him to the locker room. 49ers with the tricky stuff. They get a man quick in motion. Wow! George Kittle, what a play! What a play! They get a wide receiver in motion. He's running all the way back. He snaps the ball. He fakes the pass to the wide receiver. McCaffrey's going out here. So once he fakes it, everybody thinks that it's going to McCaffrey. But then he fakes it to McCaffrey and George Kittle wide open. I mean, that was a beautiful play. That was creative. That was smart, not overcomplicated. What a freaking play. 49ers get on the scoreboard. I love Brock Purdy. I love him. Didn't know I could love a man this much. I'm a Brock Purdy fan. And it is not very loud, and it's getting chippy now already. A little bit of fighting after the extra point. The extra point is good. The 9-4 49ers are winning 7-0. Fakes the throw. Finds the window right in the middle of the field. George Kittle, money, with a Gronk spike in the back of the end zone to finish the job. He had a little bit of, I was going to say, they couldn't even get near him. Right when he was crossing the goal line, all he got was a push in the back. He went untouched on that play. We used to run the chair out in the backyard, in backyard ball. 5 steps forward like you're on a streak, then 3 steps and in a route. Pump fake the quarterback and go for the score. Yeah, we called that a stop and go. Yep. Right on cue. The good old-fashioned pump fake. Yep. Yeah, we used to call that a stop and go, but everybody knew what stop and go meant, so we would say S&G. We'd be like, S&G, S&G. We felt like a professional, quarterback out there, just telling them to do a stop and go. Brock Purdy, last player selected in the 2022 draft, which You guys know, if you follow us on YouTube, you've seen all the shorts that I've been making, all the videos. I have a video on Brock Purdy. I made a video on Jared Goff, and this return is going out to, let's see, the 25-yard line, 27. It was a pretty nice return, I guess. Anyway, yeah, the video I made on Brock Purdy was truly a fun video to make. As a father myself, and at the end of the video, I do have that his father, Brock Purdy's dad, last week crying at the end of the game, just being so proud of his son. And yeah, it's a really good video. I put some nice emotional music into it, get you into your feels. But this is the best story of the year, in my opinion. Brock Purdy just being the very last guy taken, and now being entrusted to take this team to the Super Bowl. I mean, that's really what they're asking of him. If you have the best defense in the NFL and you make that trade for Christian McCaffrey, you don't want people to be like, okay, we're not going to the Super Bowl because now Brock Purdy's our starter. You got to go step in and boom! Big time sack! Wow! I'm going to be surprised that, Gino's able to get up. There was a free runner on the edge. It looked like a linebacker blitz. The lineman, nobody picks him up. Huffinga, number 29. Gosh, what I'd do to show you the TV without getting canceled. He laid into him, and he fumbled the ball. And some way a lineman got on it, but it's 3rd and 18. This is such a good fucking defense. And they're calling this incomplete. No time to throw the ball. 4th and 18. Give it back to the Niners. That's what I was trying to say, though, Jinja, about this 2-point spread. Like, I made a video also about that. I was like, dude, take the Niners plus the points. Like, you gotta take advantage when the spread's being done. Is Gino all right? He is. He is able to get back up, and then on 3rd down, he tried to throw just a really quick halfback kind of screen, I guess, but Bosa got his hand on that and broke it up. So now they punt it. It's going to be fair caught at the 35-yard line, and they're going to call fair catch interference, and that is a good call because I don't know if you could see my facial expressions, but as he was catching it, he was on top of him. He's saying that he was pushed into him. But he wasn't. He stopped. He just couldn't stop, and he did that all on his own. And even if he was pushed into him, the Broncos played the Chargers on like week 6, and it went into overtime, and we punted the ball, or the Chargers punted the ball to us, and we were back there getting a fair catch, and a Charger threw a Bronco defender into our returner, and he ended up fumbling the ball. The Chargers pick it up and kick the field goal and win the game. And you could see it clearly on camera. He was pushed a guy. So apparently that's not a penalty. And I'm never going to get over that, ever. I love the Bosa brothers. Go Bucks. Same here. I think I like Nick Bosa the best, the 49ers one. Lumen Field. They got the picture of downtown Seattle, and the projection screens say get loud, and they really need the 12th men to step up into this game, and really got to do something offensively. Brock Purdy's first snap is not going to be, wow, he just goes with the check down. Smart move. He looked downfield, didn't see anything there, saw Christian McCaffrey, threw it to him. And here on the sideline, you got a conversation between the offensive lineman and Geno Smith, probably just talking about what happened. You got 2 rookie tackles for Seattle going against this San Francisco team. They're going to have to stay together. They're going to have to not fight each other. They're going to have to stay strong against this 49ers team. It's going to be 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 on the 50-yard line. Brock Purdy snaps the ball. He's looking. He hits his man for a gain of 4, and that's Ayuk on the play. And that's going to bring up a 3rd and 6. So Brock Purdy so far looking pretty good. Only had a punt once for San Francisco. Kyle Shanahan doing a great job calling plays, being really balanced. I wouldn't be surprised to see some kind of halfback delayed draw. Well, no, they're showing blitz. Seattle's showing blitz. I mean, this is a young quarterback. They're going to try to rattle him, and it's just not going to happen. That's an easy first down. But there is a flag on the play, and the receiver on that was McLeod, who ran about a 10-yard out. They're going to call holding on offense number 69, and that's McClingy, who's still wearing the old school bar across the middle helmet. I wore one of those in Pop Warner. Let's see. Yep, that's holding. That's going to get called every time. He basically tackled that guy. And now it's 3rd and 16, and Seattle gets a little bit louder. Brock Purdy snaps it. He's looking downfield. He's just going to throw this to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to be able to get to the 53-yard line. And a hell of an effort on McCaffrey, but they're going hurry up. They're going hurry up. I would be surprised if they actually snap it. I think they're just going to do a hard count. I think they're just going to do a hard count. And he jumped. They go to the line. It's not a real play. The first quarter is winding down. Yeah. They got him. How do you fall for that? If I can sit here in this chair and tell you what they're doing, and now it's not 4th and 7. Now it's 4th and 2. And now I expect them to go for it for real. Or screw it. Do it again. That'd be hilarious. Ginger said, who is the homie that does soccer coverage on the channel? He's cool too. I don't know. I only know Rick, and I do only football with him. Dude, I know. Seriously. And I'm not going to lie, I actually don't watch soccer. So I couldn't tell you, but I'm really glad that you like him and the channel. I'm sure that would make Rick super happy. So Rick has Star 6 Media is a media channel that our goal is to have all sports. So like a basketball podcast, a baseball podcast, and my little niche is the football. I feel like football is the only thing that I am passionate enough to do this in, and I truly spend like 90% of the day thinking about football. It's not that I don't like other sports. It's just I spend all my time on football. Like once football is over, I'll start watching basketball, like the NBA, and I watch the World Series and stuff like that. But football is my niche, and that's the goal, is to get a group of people and everybody does their own channel and their own niche, and we're just a big hub for all sports. I was in the live stream yesterday. I don't watch either, although he made me smarter when it came to soccer, though. That's awesome, man. Maybe I'll have to give it a watch, especially with the World Cup's going on. Now's a really good time to learn a couple of things. I was keeping up with that, but I was just like Googling like World Cup scores. I wasn't actually like watching the games. Once the U.S. got kicked out, I stopped watching. I do know the Netherlands are out, and the Netherlands apparently were supposed to win the whole thing, or No, not the Netherlands. Who was it? See what I'm talking about? This is why I can't do a soccer podcast. Right now I'm doing it. Damn. I had to get a flu shot for my job. It's like a mandatory thing. So, y'all pray for me. It's like I never get sick. I don't know why. It's like I never get sick. My job like mandates these vaccines, and it's like the only time I get sick. And I'm not like pro-vax, anti-vax. I'm not doing any of that. So I'm just saying it sucks that the only times I get sick is when I get vaccinated. I never get sick. Like in 10 years, I literally never get sick. And they're showing the Space Needle in downtown Seattle. They put a couple Christmas trees inside of it. All right, so back to the game. If you're joining us now, San Francisco is winning the game 7-0. They were driving down. It's 4th and 2, and they're going to punt the ball here. And it's a high punt because they're on the 50-yard line. And San Francisco, there's a penalty on that. And if that's running into the kicker, that's going to extend the drive. And the punter is, by the looks of the punter, this is going to be a first down. Let's see. Illegal formation. No, 5-yard penalty will be added to the end of the kick. They got San Francisco number 6 on illegal formation. I believe the 6 was the punter, so. I can't believe they punted also. I thought they would go for it. Why even do the hard count? Because really, like, sometimes you'll see some punters, they're really good at getting it inside of the 5 if they punt from the 40. So if they're on the 50, they'll take a delay game on purpose just to get better. I guess punt zone. Bosa's just a freak, man. He is a freak. He's just manhandling the offensive line. And Ward on the cover, I mean, he is so tight on Metcalf. And they're a little handsy, but I would say they're equally handsy. They're both doing it. They're going to run the ball on 2nd down to Kenneth Walker. And honestly, Seattle's going to have to run the football in this game to control this pass rush from 49ers. Right now, they only have 11 rushing yards. It's not the recipe to beat the 49ers. You're going to have to run the ball. You're going to have to be good at it, and then maybe pass the ball once you calm the pass rush down. Right now, this pass rush is just flying out the ball. Here's Bosa on the bottom of the screen. It's 3rd and 5. Geno in shotgun formation snaps the ball. Bosa does a little spin around, and this is going to be short. 1 yard short. The 49ers make a stop. They throw it to the running back on a swing. Looked like he had a chance to get the first down. But the 49ers, the way they swarm is really incredible. I mean, the whole team just swarmed to number 25. Oh, my bad, dude. I thought it was roughing too. Oh shoot, there's a flag on the play. They're throwing the flags late. I'm not late on calling them, I promise. Are they calling a delay game? After the play was over, taunting on DK Metcalf. Yep. That's taunting. Pete Carroll's going to have a quick word with Metcalf. I don't know what he's taunting about. They're getting their ass handed to them. And they get the punt off. It's going to be caught. He runs past the 30, and he gets tackled at the 34-yard line. All right, and there's a flag on the play. This is going to be one of those games. It's going to be one of those games. Let's see if I can. We'll see what the late flag is on the other side of the field now. During the return, holding on the receiving team. 10-yard penalty. So now they're going to start this drive on the 25-yard line. All right. Well, so far, I would say San Francisco looks like the complete better team. They're doing better on offense. They're doing better on defense. I would say they're equal on special teams, but the 49ers, I really think they should have went for it on that last drive to get some points because they were nearly on the 50-yard line. You get that first down on fourth down, and who knows, maybe it's 10-0 or 14-0 right now, but they decide not to. They stay conservative and punt the ball, try to play the field position game. The punt isn't great, so it doesn't really work. And then there's a penalty on top of it in Seattle's favor. So Seattle, even though they have a 3-and-out, San Francisco with the penalty starting at the 25-yard line. So if they would have known that they were going to end up starting their next drive at the 25-yard line, I'm pretty sure they would have gone for it. The only reason you make that call on the 50 to go ahead and punt it is to try to do a 3-and-out, which if I had a defense as good as 49ers, I would have punted it probably too. Because if you can get the ball within the 5, not only is there a potential for a safety, but if there is a 3-and-out, now you're starting your next drive right where you're punting it. So no reason to give them any unnecessary momentum. If you're the 49ers, let them earn it. Let them earn all those yards. Make their field longer because this is the best defense in the NFL. Armstead has just been amazing on the defense. So has Greenland, their linebacker. Hufanga, their safety, had that safety blitz that went unseen. And then obviously Nick Bosa has been just a game wrecker already. D'Amico Ryans is the 49ers defensive coordinator, and he has built a really solid team. A lot of people they swarm to the ball, they play hard, they beat their man, they tackle well. And the 49ers are going to start this drive in the 25-yard line. And one running back in the backfield, it's McCaffrey. They're going to give it to him. He's going to keep on fighting after initial contact and get 5 yards. Just keeps on fighting, keeps moving those legs. McCaffrey is the real deal. Not that we didn't know that, but anytime he has a run like that, it just needs to be said again. That dude is the man. In San Francisco, just for a visual, they're wearing their all whites today. All white pants, all white socks, all white jerseys. And the Seahawks are wearing their lime green, neon green, whatever you want to call it, with their blue pants. Purdy's going to fake the handoff. He's going to roll out, and he's going to hit Ayuk in a little hook kind of, I guess that would be like a 10-yard out. But it was just a beautifully thrown pass in the middle of the safety and the linebacker, found the sweet spot. There was a man underneath. He ignores that one, throws it over the linebacker. That's just a beautiful throw and a beautiful play call. I am really impressed by this Purdy. I am really impressed by him. He's 10 for 10 on the night. Like, what is going on? I'm a believer. I'm a believer. And now it goes back to McCaffrey, and he takes it plus 6 yards, and he's going to cross the 50-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Seattle better hope and pray it's on 49ers because they're rolling now. Purdy just looks so calm and collective. He's 10 for 10. I mean, 602. Sorry about that. Just saw this. Ginger. I remember watching Ryan's play against the Colts when he played for the Texans. He was a dog. Yeah. So played for the Texans. Which one's Ryan's? Oh my gosh. That is such a bad call. Are you kidding me? They called a block in the back on the play, and the block in the back was such a bad call because not only was CMC already on his way down, but the block in the back pushed the defender into tackling McCaffrey. Like it benefited the Seahawks. And now it negates that play. They lose 8 yards, and now they're on the 39-yard line. He's looking. He's just going to throw it underneath to George Kittle, and George Kittle is going to make up all of those yards and get to the 48-yard line. So they're flirting with midfield again. It's second down and probably 2 or 3. Brock Purdy is 11 for 11. He has 98 yards and a touchdown. All right. Brock Purdy has not thrown an incomplete pass in this game yet. And that's going to be the story on this podcast. We're going to see how many throws it takes for him to throw an incomplete pass. It is 2nd and 9. So no 2nd and 2, my bad. 2nd and 9. And oh no, I jinxed it. He throws his first incomplete pass right there. Oh, the D court. Oh, okay. The D coordinator for San Francisco. Oh, so he was a player before he was a coordinator. He was trying to hit McCaffrey. And it just kind of sailed over his head. He wasn't even out of his route, and he had to throw it early because of the pressure. So it's 3rd and 9. He's going to throw another incomplete pass, 2 in a row. That first throw was understandable because of the pressure. That second one looked like one he could have had. Kyle Shanahan's just clearly frustrated. I don't think it's with the throw. I think it's with the momentum being changed off that stupid penalty. So now they're going to punt the ball. Now, hopefully, if the punter's right, he can get it in good. Once again, he catches at the 19-yard line. I mean, come on. You got one job. They're throwing fish around in Seattle. No, I don't feel bad about hitting the vape. I'm like, if people got a problem with the vape, it's probably not the right channel for them. Actually, I'm gonna go grab my beer. Stay with us. Hey, there's some other people in here. I can see the little eyeball. Go ahead and join the chat. Let's have some fun. Who do you got winning the game? Put your final prediction. Put your score prediction in the chat. Do whatever you got to do. It's free. It's free. It's free fun. Free fun. This one's for you guys for joining this podcast. I appreciate it. And that's a cheers to you guys. Bam. Drink up. If you're a 49ers fan, drink because you could win the division if you win today. If you're a Seahawks fan, drink because there's a chance that you can make the wild card spot. And if you're just a football fan, drink because you're on the best podcast in the world to watch only football. Cheers. Thought for a minute I might chug that beer. That was good. All right. Let's get back to business. There's 10 minutes and 37 seconds left in the second quarter. 49ers, 7-point lead. Seahawks have the ball. Everything the Seahawks want to do is still out in front of them. All they have to do is get some points on the board. Seems like a simple thing to ask. Not against this defense. Geno, 71% completion percentage this season, 12% over career average entering 2022. Fourth largest improvement in NFL history. The other, Sammy Bao, 1945. I only remember him from like the video games. He was like a 99 overall quarterback in a Madden or something. All right, halfback draw, Kenneth Walker. Like I said, they're going to have to run the football to stop the pass rush, and it's a physical game. This run goes for nothing. A lot of 3-and-outs, and Kenneth Walker's going nowhere, so they can't run the ball. They can't throw the ball. Maybe a trick play. Maybe. We gotta wait for the right moment. If I ever call something and it happens, we have to chug our beers. That should be the rule. Like if I call like a trick play and they do a trick play, it's like a beer chug moment. Oh, DK Metcalf on the slant, and he hits him. And that's going to be enough for a Seahawks first down. It's like a gain of 13. That's just a really strong hands moment. Not a lot of room. Just two physical players going at it. Metcalf wins the battle. Let's see who wins the war. It's 1st and 10 now. Shotgun formation. It's going to throw it back to Metcalf. And there's just a lot of John on the field right now. Metcalf is doing a lot of head bobbling, a lot of face mask helmets hitting. These two teams have bad blood between each other. And that's what I love seeing. This is football. It's supposed to be an aggressive sport. I don't like when players are, just having fun and laughing all the time. I want to see people mad and hitting each other and having fun at the same time. I want to see it all. NFL has gotten really soft from what it used to be in the Ravens days. Oh, man, and Metcalf, after all that jawing and talking, he has a chance to catch a ball. It was only like a 1-yard gain at the catch spot. It was just a quick, like, rubbish route. And he slaps it right out of Metcalf's hands like a little boy. Metcalf arguing with the refs, arguing with the players, just having a really emotional day. Antonio Brown might have like space jammed him and stole his talents. He said, I'm saying field goal here. We chug if it's a field goal. All right, deal. We'll chug if it's a field goal. We will chug if it's a field goal. All right. It's 3rd and 8. Got Metcalf. Bottom of the screen. Oh, looks like a false start. They're blowing the play dead. Bart Scott not letting his teammates talk to Chad Johnson back in the day was awesome. Chad's like, come on, Bart, why you got to be so damn? Yeah, I've seen that video. I love that video. I was just, what was he trying to say? What was he just trying to do? I forgot what he was trying to do. I think he was like, I wasn't even being mean to him. Ray Lewis. Ray Lewis was another. Troy Polamalu, Ed Reed, Brian Urlacher. And 3rd and 13, he's going to run for it, and he's going to have enough to get it. And now it's going to be a late hit. Oh, they didn't call it. It looked like a late hit. I'll let you guys, you'll see it on the highlights. Geno Smith looking for somebody, steps up into the pocket, does a little pump fake. He runs to the sideline, does a little stiff arm, and by the time he gets his arm around him, he's already got 1 foot out of bounds, and he tackles him. I mean, in this NFL, usually that goes to a quarterback every time. If that would have been Tom Brady, could you imagine? The guy would have been ejected. I'm saying field goal here. So technically, if they score a touchdown, there's no beer chug. Technically. Not that I don't want it to happen. I mean, I'm just making sure that we got the rules down. Okay, if there's a touchdown on this play, we have to chug our beers. And that's just a quick out to Noah Fant. And that's going to be a first down. Noah Fant, the Iowa tight end that was taken with the first overall draft pick in 2019. He was our guy. He was a Denver Bronco, part of that Russell Wilson acquired trade. Here we go. 1st and 10. Geno snaps the ball. He throws it. It's going to be caught by Metcalf, and they're going to rip his head off. They are just, you can, it's just one of those games that you can tell it's just a matter of time before like a real fight breaks out. I mean, these players aren't just like going to make the tackle. Like they're putting all their weight on their bodies, like that little extra oomph that you really can't put your finger on, but you know when you see it. That's what we're seeing here tonight. And Geno snaps the ball, scanning. He's got him. Oh! He throws it to the end zone. It's almost intercepted. It goes right through the safety's hand. That was the same safety that forced that fumble on the safety blitz when he came on Geno's blind side and laid him out. He almost had a chance to make a pick there. That's Hufanga, number 29, the safety. He's reading this perfect, and he jumps the slant more like a post, and it just goes right through his hands. I bet everybody's asking, even Seattle fans are saying, how did you drop that? All right, 3rd and 8. Oh, and Geno just has to throw it on the ground. There's no way he's outside of the pocket on that. Who's the intended receiver? That is a rule I just don't understand. Damn. That was the longest drive ever. There's only 4 minutes and 53 seconds left in the half. I feel like the first quarter just ended. All right, well, Jason Myers lines up for a field goal. He's got a 96% rate, highest in the NFL. So my beer is literally full. And guess what? Ginger? It's chug time. It's beer chug time. You said if this drive ended in a field goal, we're going to chug a beer. I didn't even have a chance to say yes or no. So we are doing it really quick before it's beer chug time. Metcalf is one of the last guys I'm trying to fight in the league. I don't know, though. Those 320-pound dudes move quicker than I do and are 100 times stronger than I am. It would end up in a death. I got to go grab a full one. Hold on. I like where your head's at, Jinja Ninja. I love where your head's at. You know what, though? You know who I want to see get in a fight? I want to see Nick Bosa fight DK Metcalf. And then if Bosa starts losing, I want to see CMC get in the fight. These two teams legitimately do not like each other. And I said it before, there's this little oomph, this little extra. You really let your body weight drive into the player when you hit them. Those are the little things that we're seeing out here. And right now it's a 3-7 ball game. And it's felt like, for the most part, San Francisco has been dominating this game. But like I said, when that drive started, it's still 7-0. It's still only 7-0. You get 3 points on the board. If you didn't watch any of this game and you just turn the TV on right now, it's 3-7. You're like, damn, this is a close game. It hasn't really felt like that, but who cares what it feels like? If you're Seattle, you're in the ball game. And Brock Purdy, he was 11 for 11, didn't even throw an incomplete pass. And then he threw 2 in a row. So hopefully that doesn't startle him or shake his confidence, especially with the amount of time he's had to sit and think about those two passes that weren't complete. The last one coming out third down. Jinja said, I'm ready. How about this? How about we put some music on for the beer chug? Let's put some music on for the beer chug. Let's go. Let's go rock. I don't even know what this is going to sound like, man. I'm just being honest. Don't know what this is going to sound like. All right. Hold on, Ninja. I gotta make my speaker come out of here so you guys don't hear the echo. There we go. All right, let's do that again. Are you ready? All right, ladies and gentlemen, our first official beer chug on the Only Football Podcast with Jinja Ninja. Bottoms up. I love the carbonation. Just like really gets in your eyes. Let me know how your beer went, Jinja. Cheers, buddy. Secret beer hug number 1. Hell yeah. Yes, sir. All right. Back to business. There's 4 minutes and 47 seconds on the clock. And the 49ers are going to try to, you'd think, let's go for a touchdown here. Let's call it a touchdown. I want to see Brock Purdy just go out here and sling it. First play is going to be a fake handoff. He's looking downfield. And it looked like it went right through the hands of Kittle. How did he drop that? My eyes are watering. It was an honor to be a part of the first beer chug. Yeah, it was an honor to have you do that. You know, it wouldn't have felt right if you've been kind of a loyal follower now for I don't know, it feels like forever. So it wouldn't have been right to do the beer chug with anyone else. Of course, all are welcomed. For every new subscriber, I will chug a beer. Could you imagine? We get like 100,000 followers. So like I've chugged 100,000 beers in the last month, dude. I'm literally gonna die if our show gets any bigger. All right, there's a flag on the play here. We'll see what the flag is. Ref's taking a long time on this. They're going to call offsides defense. Repeat, second down. And that's Woolen, number 27. And that's their corner. So cornerback for Seattle's offsides. Lining up off the ball. You don't see that one very often, just standing off sides when the play starts. Oh, no, they called the number wrong. It was totally number 51. Anyway, It's 2nd and 5. They're on the 30-yard line. 4 minutes and 15 seconds. They got McCaffrey in the backfield. They'll give it to him. He will run the ball. He'll keep fighting, and he will be 2 yards short of the first down. Brings up a 3rd and 2. McCaffrey throws the ball to the ref. 49ers walking to huddle up. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm going to have to send my girlfriend to the gas station, buy more beer. Be like, we need more beer. Whoever's else in the chat, what's up? How you doing? Look at that. Ginger's showing love. Dude, I always wonder who's in the chat, because I can see that there's people in it, but some people just don't engage. I always get curious. I'm like, who are they? What do they think about the show? Do they like it? Are they a football fan, Seahawks fan? Just try to use your imagination to paint images of these invisible people. What if they're just judging me the whole time? All right, well, they go with a run on that 3rd and 2, and they pick up 5 yards. So McCaffrey gets the job done and brings the ball to the 36-yard line. So it's 1st and 10. They're going to give it right back to him, but this time it's a pitch. He looks for some space. He was patient, and it only goes for about 1 yard. Nothing on that. And the clock is ticking under 2 minutes and 25 seconds. It's 2nd down, 2:30. Jen just said, I would like for them to stick around a little bit longer to see how chill it is. Really is a family atmosphere. And that's what we're all about, man. This is only football. We started this because we were like tired of seeing all the, CMC. They did a halfback screen, and it looked like if he would have ran the other way, it would have worked. And he kind of just ran the other way into the Seahawks. It's going to be 3rd down, 2-minute warning, stops the ball game. When we started this, a big thing that we wanted to do was we wanted to be a place that people go and whatever, they chug beers, they cuss, they have fun. Like, people, Sports Center is just so staged. Like, you got Skip Bayless, and I watch that stuff too because I just love sports. But sometimes it's annoying. It just feels like they're like, hey, you guys are going to fight against each other on this topic. And it's always about the Cowboys or Michael Jordan and LeBron. It's like the same stuff on repeat. I'm like, dude, I think people sometimes just want a place that they can go to and chug a beer and watch the ball game and just chill out. Like Jen just said, it's a family atmosphere. And it's an honor. It's an honor to have you guys. And I hope that we continue to grow, just because this is something that me and Rick are really passionate about. And we have a vision for what this could become. It's not possible without you guys. It's not possible without you guys. So I'm going to pull up DraftKings now. I'm going to see what my phone's dead. That's fantastic. Plug her in, plug her in. I'm going to see if DraftKings updated the spread. I wonder if it's still at 2.5. I would be surprised. You know what? I bet it's still at 2.5. Don't spoil it for me in the comments. YouTube, you guys, Flying with Mike and Pat McAfee. Yeah, Pat McAfee is where I get my sports from 100%. I love Pat McAfee and AJ Hawk, even though he drives with 2 legs and he falls asleep while driving. I still love Pat McAfee. Yeah, honestly, it's people like that really paved the road for, like, I'm not the only person that saw Pat McAfee and was like, I want to do that. I'm sure a lot of people are inspired by those guys. I mean, they're kind of the blueprint of what a YouTube podcast that's gone right can become. That's the dream. That's the dream. Literally wake up every day and talk about sports. Because I told my girlfriend this too. I was like, said, I'm already feeling that IPA beer chug. That IPA beer chug just hits a little different. I was just telling my girlfriend, it's like, dude, I spend 90% of my days looking up news, watching football, watching Colin Coward, watching Undisputed, watching SportsCenter, watching First Things First. Like I watch so much football, and it's like at least now that I have a podcast. Oh, sorry. Third down. He throws the ball. Purdy throws the ball straight to the safety of the Seahawks. And it literally just, where's my football? Let me grab my football for you guys. I need to always have my football here so I can, I got to show you this. Where's my ball? Where's my football? Dude, where's my football? Fuck it. All right, I can't find my other ball, so I'm going to use this ball. I got to be careful, though. Look who this is signed by. Y'all, put in the comments if you know who this is. Write it in the comments. All right, so he caught the ball. The safety caught the ball like this. Ready? He went just like that. Straight into the arm, bounced right out. That's why you catch with your hands. Just like Tyler Lockett did on that play. And they're in the 2-minute offense. So Seattle's running now. They're moving now. Omaha! 25-yard line. Geno snaps it. He's looking around. He's going to throw it just outside the arms of Ward for a completion. Stops the clock after a 12-yard gain. Geno Smith does this. I don't know what this means. They're running back up to the line. Maybe that means on 2. Let's see. Looks like it was on 2. They're going to run the ball on that play, and that's going to be a gain of 3, and that's going to get shut down after 3 yards. So here we go. It's second down again. We're under a minute and 10 seconds. It's 2nd and 6. Geno snaps it. He's standing on the 25-yard line. He throws it. It's complete. He fumbled it. He fumbled the ball. And the 49ers are running with it. And it's in the 10, the 5. He's out on the 5-yard line. Woo! That's this is the nutsack of Peyton Manning. This is the nutsack. This is the seed of legacy. This is the seed of football legacy. This is Archie Manning, not Peyton. What a play. Just when you thought things were going right, it's 1st and goal, and Purdy has it. And honestly, man, I can't wait till halftime to talk to you about this because Purdy, he's doing fine. Like, when you have a defense this good, like, you don't have to be awesome. Go for 11-11. You know, you can go 16 for 25 with a touchdown and 250 yards and win a game by, 13 points. Like, you don't need to do that much. Just can't make mistakes. McCaffrey, handoff, up the gut. He's spinning. Oh, he just kept fighting, and it's going to go all the way to the 1-yard line. Now, just a reminder here, both teams have all 3 timeouts. It looks like the clock is going to be stopped here. The question is, who stops it? If the 49ers stop it, I feel like it's kind of dumb. But if you're Seattle, you want to stop the clock because if they score, maybe you got some time to get the ball back and get a field goal of your own. And it is Seattle who calls the timeout. So with 45 seconds left, Seattle calls 1 timeout. They have 2 remaining, and the 49ers have all 3 as well. How did my door just open? Aaron? You're watching the game? You don't want to watch it here? Cold? Yeah. The door's open. Touchdown, McCaffrey, right up the gut. That play takes a total of 1 second. Damn, pulling out the inner Chris Berman, and I would be honored to have an autograph from the sack of Manning father. Haha. Did I do any whoop on that? Did I go whoop? Did I do that? I didn't even realize it. I blacked out. I was so excited. That is, yeah, my, that football is super, super important sentimentally. And Robbie Gould with the extra point, the longtime Chicago Bear, puts it right through the upright, and the 49ers have an 11-point lead, much more than that 2.5. That 2.5, no, it's just raw emotion. It was great. Thanks, man. Yeah, that's why I had to start. I love that. That was the one thing I loved about recording these is like I watched the Bronco games and like I've been in sports bars watching the games and I see like all these people like watching me watch the game that don't really care about the game. Like it's just nice to see like somebody so passionate. And after I watched the Broncos Chiefs game, I was like, dude, I gotta like see my reaction on some of those plays when we were down 27 and almost mounted a comeback. And I got some just hilarious moments on camera. I'm like, man, the only thing I regret is that I haven't done this sooner. 49ers week 19 with the winner of the Seahawks. Oh, man. All right. So the 49ers are going to – oh, they put 2 seconds back on the clock. So there's 47 seconds now. So the kickoff, he catches it on the 10. He's running up. He's going to make it out to the 30-yard line. Both teams are trying to push the pile, but they're just moving vertically, or they're moving on the. They're not moving this way. They're moving this way. They're moving towards the sideline. Diggs. How many Diggs is there, man? How big is this family? He's not related to Stefan and Trayvon Diggs, right? I know I should know this stuff, but I don't. Not everything. Bosa! Oh! Oh! My God. What a play. This was an incredible play. I'm going to break it down, but I have to see this. Okay, so they're calling a pass interference on DK Metcalf. It was a 25-yard play. Because I guess they're calling a push-off. Oh, yeah. That's about as physical as you can get. It's weird that they called it so late, though, because all of that happened in the beginning of the play, and it wasn't until he caught the ball that they threw the flag. A whole, 7 seconds later. Or, no, it's football. Feels like 7 seconds. It's really like 3. He's smiling, but it's a very sarcastic smile. I'm sure Metcalf's not happy about that. 1st and 20. Pass goes to Lockett. Okay, and what was also crazy about that play was another field goal and we chug again. Yep. That's the way it has to be. That reminds me of the Monster Inc. one where they make him shred the door of Boo. And he's like, that's the way it has to be. Oh! He's down. So now there's 21 seconds left. Hold on. Hold that thought. 21 seconds left in the ball game. Now, what has been so much fun to see is Travarius Ward going against DK Metcalf. Wow. He said, another field goal and we chug a beer. The play screwed the second chug. Oh, you can't get too negative. There's still 25 seconds. 3rd and 4. If they can get like 25 yards here, we could potentially chug that second beer. All right. Gino's looking. Oh, he's just going to throw it to Kenneth Walker, and Kenneth Walker is going to be tackled, and they only have one timeout left, and it's 4th down. No, it killed the beer chug. It killed the beer chug. Now 49ers will call a timeout for a chance to return the kick. I'll be hammered with another chug. Damn it. Well, we still got 2 quarters of football. There's always the halftime chug. Oh, yeah. We do chug beers for every new person that subscribes. But hold on, I got to make sure I get an actual count of the subscribers on our channel as of right now. If you subscribe to the channel, we will chug a beer. And here we go. We have 54 subscribers, which is actually 5, 6. It's like 7 more than we had last week. So thank you to all 7 of you guys who subscribed this week. You guys are freaking awesome. Gosh, it makes me so happy to see all these new subscribers coming in. So if you guys don't know who Tom Grassi is, he shoots a podcast called Packcast for the Green Bay Packers. He's got like 500,000 subscribers. So last Thursday, he was live streaming the game, and he sent his entire chat over. He put a link in his chat to this podcast. He sent all these people over, and it was just like all this outpour of love of people, and they were just people subscribing to the channel and sending messages, and they're like, how many people will come to the channel but won't subscribe? I'll subscribe. That was how we met Jinja Ninja. Said, I might have put my foot in my mouth asking for all those subs for chugs. No, you haven't. I think you may have 52 last time I looked. Okay. When did you look last? Because this is very important to what's about to happen. Because if you looked last, like 30 seconds ago, then we have to chug. But I'm pretty sure. You know, hey, Jinja, could you do me a favor, man? Honestly, can you, because it won't let me do it. I don't know why, but is there a way you can share this video to like go to Twitter and I don't know, like find like a group of Seahawk fans, or I don't know, man. I don't know. Just like trying to put this out there, but it won't let me share the video. It's BS. I was going to say it last night. Okay, so last night we were up to 52. So that makes sense because I did have 2 people that subscribed. But it's not very common that people subscribe for some reason. I found like people will watch your channel, but subscribing is like a whole nother ballgame. So, man, I'm old. I'm 31. I don't have a Twitter. Do I need to finally start one? All right. So, I believe it or not, you said you're 31. Rick's 31 too, I believe. I'm 28. I started my Twitter 4 months ago. 4 months ago. I was always a person that was like, don't have a Twitter, only had a Facebook for like family members to use Messenger to contact. No Instagram, no Snapchat, none of that shit, no TikTok. And I like Twitter a lot because all you have to do is put your interests in. So, like for me, I just do like Denver Broncos, NFL, Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, and my whole news feed is just NFL news, like at all times. It's so much better than Facebook, where you gotta like you're like scrolling through so much stuff you don't care about. Like when I scroll through Twitter, it's like I care about everything I see because I didn't let it get out of control. Like they're gonna recommend all these channels to you, like dog, meat eaters, like all this stuff that seems cool, but I would say keep your Twitter specific if you do make one and keep it like with a topic in mind, what you want it to look like. That's our generation. We're a little more old school in this one, but not as hard as the past generation. Yeah, that's fact. That is fact. My brother's 2 years older than me, so I like Elon. That might get me on, plus recommending you guys. Yeah, I like Musk too. Um, yeah, now would be a really good time if you do like Elon to join. A lot of people are doing the opposite. A lot of people getting off because of him. But we're a new podcast, so I'm not going to talk about Elon Musk or COVID or anything that's controversial right now. We're just trying to strictly be on a football only basis so I don't get fired by my boss. But feel free to private message me anything that you may want to say outside of the parameters of football. It's mostly my fault for going on it. But what's the call here? If the 49ers get the ball to start the second half. So if they get a field goal, is it beer chug? Or do they need a touchdown for beer chug? Just trying to set my expectations. Who are these other three people? I want to know who you are. Get in the comments. Let me know who you are. Please. There's been some people with us for a while. Is Elon controversial? LOL, that's crazy. My bad. I didn't know, or I wouldn't have brought it up. We need a Niners tutty for a beer chug. Hell yeah. I'll PM you, Jinja. About that later. Yeah, Niners TD for a beer chug. No more field goals. No more field goal beer chugs. It has to be touchdowns. I think the 49ers just have to just keep doing what they're doing, honestly. They got themselves a really nice league. League. They got themselves a really nice lead. They're moving the ball. They're playing good defense. Don't get cute with it. Don't get cute with it. Let's see. Let me see if I can take this. Oh, sweet. I got the okay, I got the link. So now I'll copy that and I'll send it. One of my buddies is actually a Seahawks fan, and he had on his Facebook "Beat the Niners" hashtag Beat the Niners. So I sent him the link to the chat. Put one on the NFL. Never know. Let me go to Twitter. Just trying to grow the pod. Just trying to grow the pod. It's all for the brand. I'm calling a 49ers defensive touchdown this half. And you can hardly say that that's bold with how good this Niners defense is. You know what I'm saying? Let's see. Let's see what's trending now, because those are gonna be the big things. Live Niners at Seahawks. Here we go. Let's see. Let me tweet it. Bam. Bam. Watch Watch us live at Only Football. Watch us live stream Thursday Night Football at, and then I'll send the link. There we go. You got to put yourself out there. You got to put yourself out there. You got to take some risks. Got to be willing to be let down. So for the 49ers, I mean, talk about a turn of events, because you just had me talking about how the Seahawks had themselves a ball game. I mean, it was 3-7, and it felt like the Niners had been playing so much better the whole game. So it was like a win. Hey, let's just get to the locker room. It's a 4-point ball game. And the Niners end up getting that turnover. And now it's 14-3. And ironically, this game kind of felt like a 14-3 ball game. And now it is because of that turnover. See, top commentary. Here we go. Paste. Bam. We got to put ourselves out there. We got to take a chance. We're taking a chance. We're being bold. You know, they say you'll miss 100% of the shots that you don't take. We're taking a chance. You know, 49ers fans are actually really nice. I can't say that about Seahawk fans. No offense, Seahawk fans. Seahawk fans are just not as nice, in my opinion. But I think I have found the what am I doing? No wonder people haven't been watching. I gotta do this. This is what the people want to see. That's what the people want to see. Now, can I do a comment and that? Okay, so it'll go back to that. So, I mean, I think that the Niners probably are going to run away with this. I mean, it's 14-3. So, this game looked a little bit closer. San Francisco 49ers. This is such a shit show. If you guys are joining us now, thank you for bearing with the incompetency of this operation. There we go. It's 14-3. Game looks it was a little bit closer than it looked, and then the touchdown, the turnover. Now it kind of looks exactly with what we've been experiencing. A 14-3 ball game. What do you guys expect to happen in the second half? Put it in the chat. And if you're listening right now live for the very first time, we are in Seattle. And we just want to say that this episode is brought to you by Bellingham Cider, your dry cider. A lot of people like ciders, but they're too sweet for you. There's too much sugar in it. Not this bad boy. This is a dry cider. Packs a little bit of punch. 6.7%. Just enough to make you feel good and not enough to make you tired. Bellingham Cider. All right. And if you're also new, Ginger knows this, but for every new subscriber we get today, there's going to be a beer chug. Every single new subscriber gets a beer chug. So don't miss out on a chance to see us get drunk live. This may be your only shot, depending on how many subs we get. May not see me again after tonight. If we get 100 new subs, like, I'm not going to work tomorrow. Like, this will be my job now. I am be a professional alcoholic. That's a good joke. Longest streak to start. Brock Purdy started 11 for 11. Longest streak to start a game on Thursday night. That's insane. Seattle Seahawks, 3.6 yards. San Francisco, 11 straight games scoring 10 points plus in first half. Longest streak in one season in team history. Yeah, because the 49ers haven't been known for being a great offensive team. And now they have Christian McCaffrey. Things are different now. Ginger Ninja in the chat said the Seahawks only are allowed to score field goals for chugs. And like and subscribe. Thank you. My flu shot is probably kicking in. We're going to need some of these beer chugs to get through them. And the 49ers are going to take this kick all the way to the 42-yard line to start the second half. Ginger said, I feel pretty good, not going to lie. And that's a tribute to this podcast, right? I mean, it's not the beer, right? It's the podcast. It's probably a combination of both. But I got this bad boy right here, ready to pop it. I'm ready to pop this top. Either it's going to be a San Francisco Tutty, or it's going to be a new subscription, a new subscriber. Hey, the ball's in your court, San Francisco, and you guys watching. The ball's in your court. So Purdy's going to send a man in motion. He snaps the ball. He's going to hand it off to CMC. CMC is going to run for a gain of, looks like 5 yards. He makes it look so easy to pick up 5 yards. It's like he hands the ball to him, and it's like, oh, this might go for 2. He just kind of rolls in for a gain of 5. CMC. 2nd and 5. 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Play clock winds down to 15 seconds. Purdy adjusts his helmet. Make sure he's locked in. Sends a man in motion. Looks similar to that other trick play. They're moving some things around. They got 2 guys going over there. He's going to throw it to a wide open Kittle. Go! Go! He's going to cut in at the 20. He cuts in again. Touchdown, Niners! Woo! Woo! Okay. For lightning. Are you with us, Ginger? He said, let's go! Woo! Ginger! Grab your beer and chug it. You called it, my man. This is the only football podcast brought to you by Star Six Media. Subscribe and follow. Thank you for that bold prediction, Ninja. This was my comment. I was trying to say Jinja! Exclamation mark. And yeah, I'm just gonna reply with my words because it sends you like 5 messages from everywhere we're streaming. Let me go ahead and hide that, update that. The score is no longer 14-3. The score is 21-3. And I feel like a genius. No! I thought we had the timing. I had the music and everything. I thought we were on the same page right there. Next touchdown. Actually, I got a little bit of beer left in the first beer I had. Where are you at? I'm not going to lie. I've literally hated the Seahawks since Super Bowl 48. Like, despise. 43-8. That's all I'm going to say. 43-8. People don't forget. That is devastating. I was still a child. I wasn't ready for that. Spent my whole life waiting for them to get to the Super Bowl, and then they do. And I had to watch that with my own eyes. And then 2017, the Seahawks traded with us in the draft so we could jump up to draft Brock. No. It was Brock Osweiler. We jump up to pick Brock Osweiler. And what's crazy about that is that John Elway was so bad at picking quarterbacks that we actually passed up on Josh Allen. Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, Justin Fields, like you name it. Hey! Oh my God, this is my boy. Austin's in the chat. Austin, subscribe. We're doing a beer chug per subscriber. This year's been rough, but not much better than anything we expect to go Hawks. I would say I doubt that. I think that this season has been better than the Hawks expected. I think and I know specifically you, Austin, I know that you were saying like, I don't know if it's on Facebook or you were telling me or something, but when Russ got traded, you were like, hey man, like we used to be bad before we had Russ. Like, it's not like we don't know what it's like to lose. We're just, Russell Wilson got us out of that for so many years, and we're going to go back to losing now. And Seahawks definitely haven't done that. I mean, they're still fighting for a wild card spot as of right now. Looks like they're not going to win the division. This is why that was such an important game. They would only be one game back with a win here. What's up, Austin? Hey, I'm rooting for a 24-13 finish. That'll be another chug. So if it hits exactly 13-24 at any point in the game, there will be a beer chug. Noah Fant catches a swing. It's third down with 13 minutes and 23 seconds left. Ginger said, Seahawks are killing our Broncos and Colts this year. Yep. So that's what I was trying to say, though, while they're calling the play here. They trade up with Seattle. They take a terrible quarterback. And then we did the trade with them. And now we have Russell Wilson, who may be good, but he's not right now. And the Seahawks have the number 3 overall pick in the draft. And we could have probably used that to get a really awesome quarterback. Gino. Oh, it's picked. It's picked. He's running back. Oh, there's a flag on the play. There's a flag on the play. It's a pick 6 for the moment. We'll see if this stands. Geno Smith late to get up. We'll see if this is roughing the passer. It is roughing the passer. And a collective exhale out of the stadium. You could probably hear it because that would have been the end of the game. No questions about it. 21-3 versus 28-3. Can you believe the spread was 3 points on this game? That's just bad. Vegas is really bad at their job. Austin said, I think Geno's starting to air it out and has to play. Oh, it starts to air it out and play catch up. Russ doesn't have any chemistry. So I was talking about this in the beginning of the show. I was saying this Niners pass rush is so good. I don't think you can air it out. I feel like you have to run the ball to try to take some of the pressure off the quarterback. Look at this. You can't run on that. He got away that time, but that's not a realistic thing to ask him to do every time. Nick Bosa is going to grab him next time. I mean, let's see what the play – they're calling a push-off, it looks like, on Tyler Lockett. Illegal hands on the defense. The play's going to be declined, so this is actually in the favor of Seattle. There's going to be a first down. But you see what I'm saying, though? You got to run the ball to try to to try to take some of the pressure off of him and then throw the ball. And I don't think it's too late. I don't think it's too late. There you go. Get Kenneth Walker involved. Damn, this defense is so good. They just don't miss tackles and they swarm to the ball. That is a very good combination. So Kenneth Walker's got 8 rushes for 22 yards on the night. He is a rookie, and he should be nominated for Rookie of the Year if he started since week 1. Metcalf catches the ball, and that's going to bring up, I believe, like a 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4. 11 minutes and 50 seconds left in the third quarter. And the Hawks down 18. So from a Hawks fan, Austin says, yeah, this is ugly with the emoji making the face. I don't know what to call that one. It's like dumb. What's that one?
It's the one that I always use that you hate.
Oh, Tyler Lockett. It's going to be a gain of 20 yards. That's going to be my next question in the group chat. Here we go. Post a comment. Can I even... Oh, I can't even do emoji. Frumpy face. It's called Frumpy. Frumpy face. Frumpy. Frumpy means dowdy and old-fashioned. No, wait, what? I look like a frumpy mess. Whoa, that's scary. I shouldn't have done that. All right, Gino standing on the 30-yard line in the shotgun. He's going to take a shot here. I bet that's... Oh, did he get them both down? They're going to say he did, but now there's another flag. It hasn't just been the flags. It's been the late flags. They're either late putting them on the screen or they're late calling them. Oh, yes. Austin, say less. I totally understand. I never, ever in a million years would watch a live stream that is a little bit ahead of me, ever. So thanks for coming in. Thanks for checking us out. Hey, subscribe so we can have more subscribers. We would really appreciate it, man. And thanks for stopping by and supporting us. Much love. All right, so what did they call on that? 7 penalties for 65 yards. What was the... Okay, obviously it was on Seattle because they're on the 35-yard line now. Gino standing on his own 40-yard line in shotgun formation, sends Tyler Lockett in motion. He's looking back. He's going to check it down to Metcalf. Metcalf with a powerful stiff arm out to the sideline. Gets out of bounds for a gain of 1. A lot of movement on that play. Didn't produce that much. This is a really important drive for Seattle. Like they have to answer on this. They cannot afford to... I guess 3 points. I would take 3 here. Make it a 2-possession game, but right now you can hardly say they're in field goal range. And even Robbie Gould is, you saw, hitting at the highest percentage in extra points on the season of any kicker. That's not going to help. Nick Bosa with a swallow-up sack in the middle of the Seahawks logo so that you can get rid of that field goal formation. It's 3rd and a long shot with 9 minutes and 20 seconds left. Yeah, I mean, the Hawks they've spent too much time on this drive for it to be for nothing. And Nick Bosa is so good at football. He's such a nerd. Gosh. All right, Geno Smith standing on his own 50-yard line, throws it to Metcalf on a little, like a 10-yard button hook. He'll catch the ball. And that play was never intended to pick up a first down. That play was intended to bring the Seahawks into field goal range. And we'll see what the decision here is. It looks like he may have got enough to do it. It's 4th and 19. All hugs on Niner sideline. All hugs. Everyone's having a good time over there. And this is a 51-yard field goal attempt. You know, I really wish the Thursday night Amazon cast would put the wind on the screen, like what direction the wind's moving. Woo! And the wind straightened out a kick that looked like it was going left. And it says it would have been good from 58. And the Hawks get on the board in a 6-21 ball game. It's a 2-possession game. Stay here to see a potential comeback here on Only Football. 8 minutes and 8 seconds left in the third quarter. Jen just said Bosa has been dominant in this game. Metcalf is always angry. I like it. He is always angry. But there is a thing, I think GQ made it, where it's like the 10 essentials. I think it's called the 10 essentials or something like that. And it goes through Metcalf. He's got a super deep voice. He sounds like Dennis Rodman. And he colors his hair like Dennis Rodman too. But he talks about the things that he won't leave the house without. There's like a Gucci bag, Cheetos, and I'm not going to give any others away. It's actually funny. It's like he's so stoned, I think, that it's like one of those things that you're just like smiling and laughing watching, and nothing's funny though. You're just like laughing and smiling at the person, but there's like nothing funny. Like he's like he's like, yeah, I got to keep the napkins around because my fingers get too cheesy. And you're just like, you start dying laughing. I'm going to put up a soundbite from it. It's DK Metcalf, The Essentials. "10 things Seattle Seahawks DK Metcalf can't live without." I'm just going to do one little soundbite. You guys got to find the rest. Oh, you know what I'm going to start doing? I'm going to start putting a link to all of my references in the group, in the chat, as I go through. This is him talking about hot Cheetos.
Spicy person, but I've grown, to develop a palate. So I just picked up a bag one day and was eating it while I was playing Call of Duty. And it's like an easy snack. Your hands get kind of dirty, but I keep a paper towel beside me.
You gotta look at
I
his
just picked
face.
up a bag one day and was eating it.
Sorry, we're only human here.
While I was playing Call of Duty, and it's like an easy snack. Your hands get kind of dirty, but I keep a paper towel beside me.
I don't know what it is. You just gotta watch it. DK Metcalf with that paper towel always beside him. 49ers are going to take this one out of the end zone. He's running it to the 20, gets past the 25, all the way to the 28-yard line. Helmet flies off on one of the players, but no one's injured. And Brock Purdy comes running back out on the field with 8 minutes and 2 seconds left in the third quarter on what must be for Seattle's defense a must-stop drive. Cannot afford to give up any more points. And the 49ers have been scoring a lot of points. Like they go from Trey Lance and they move into Jimmy Garoppolo. They're scoring like 13, they're scoring 16, sometimes they got 21. And now all of a sudden they're just scoring so many points a game. They were winning. They were up at this time in the game last week. It was 35-0. That's just something that we haven't been really accustomed to. And that's why you saw that season. It's that 11th game straight with 10 points going into halftime. Longest stretch in franchise record. 10 points isn't that much. My dude, Cheetos and a Gucci bag. Haha, blazing at the same time. Yeah. Yeah, DK Metcalf. I only bring that up because he's so aggressive on the field, but he's so chill in real life. And they're going to pitch it to McCaffrey on 2nd and 1. It'll be interesting to see where they're going to spot him back. It looked like he went. Did he trip? What did he trip over? They pitched it to him, and Oh, he runs into. Oh, he gets tripped up, literally tripped, and they're gonna call him down by contact. Oh no! So they're giving him the first down. That's what I thought. Okay. The TV people had third down on the screen, and they just switched it to a 1. Oh, they're doing that same motion where they did that trick play, but this time they're just going to hand the ball off, and it was not thrown to McCaffrey, or it was not given to McCaffrey, so it's going to be a loss of 1. 6 minutes and 25 seconds left in the third quarter. Second down, and no surprise what the Niners are doing. They're going on a very long drive. This is all about the clock, killing the clock. This is a drive so long that the kids ask if you're there yet, like 7 times. They put the man in motion. It's Kittle. He's going to step back. He's looking downfield, and he's just going to take himself down for a loss of about 5. You're leaving? Man, my own family doesn't want to be watching this show.
Don't say that.
Where are you going?
Upstairs.
For what?
You're lying.
I know, they like you too.
Don't want to lay on the ground and the dogs are getting rid.
Chair.
It's uncomfortable.
Okay. Oh, I may need you to go buy beer if we get any more subscribers. Because I told them I'd chug a beer for every subscriber, and then people start subscribing. It's for the cause. It's for the brand. I love you. Oh! We have 56 subscribers. I'm the chair. We have 56 subscribers. I have to chug a beer.
They're chugging a Lonnie seltzer.
No, it has to be beer. That's why they subscribed.
It's a Lonnie seltzer.
It's water. What?
Let's go on.
Oh. No, this is an authentic show. It has to have alcohol in it. They don't want to see me chug water. Anything but those. Oh, those are terrible.
Come on.
Have you tried it?
Chug a beer.
No, not a gross beer.
Chug a beer.
You don't want to go.
Didn't you just get a new subscriber?
Seltzer is fine with me. No, it's literally water. It's not like a. I would love a seltzer right now.
This is not water.
This is so nasty. Did you try it?
Yeah, I like
You do? Good. You don't have to worry about me drinking any of them. No, I don't want these, please, for the cause.
Did you just get a new subscriber?
No, we just got 4 new subscribers.
Exactly. You have to chug them now.
I know, they're waiting for you to get back from the gas station. Oh, my wallet's in the car. She's the best. She just really just wants this podcast to be successful, willing to do whatever it takes. Chug a beer, even the gross one. Ginger's right. All right, you don't have to go for like right now, the moment. You know, I bring her flowers like twice a week. And in turn, she'll go get beer once in a while. I'm chugging the nasty one so you don't have to go. Do you hear me? I'm going to chug the bad one. They want to see me chug the bad one.
I figured.
So before the next one subscribes.
I can chug it faster than you.
you want to? She might chug it with me, guys. She sounds like the best willing to go buy beer. Wait, do you want to chug this beer with me? What?
I didn't know it was on there.
It's okay. All right. For the new subscriber, Amano. Yeah, she's chugging with us. Cheers. That was so carbonated.
So cold.
So cold. So carbonated. It feels so good though. Like the burn, it feels like it breaks up anything like in your throat, you know? Just like,
Why don't we keep some of these
oh,
out?
they're so gross.
So cold.
I'm so glad it's cold because if you make a gross beer cold enough, it's tolerable.
You got 3 more to do, right?
No.
You had 4 more.
Please.
You got 2 left.
It looks like this.
Oh my God. You told me something.
Huh? Only if you want to. Look, if you think I'm bullying you into it,
No, you just
my fans are gonna think I'm bullying you. I need to know you're truly willing.
Just pay attention to yourself.
She's getting beers, boys. Cue the rock music. Wait, I'm not gonna finish chugging this beer until Ginger tells me he's ready. Ginger, are you ready? Let me know when you're ready. We're gonna do the beer chug. Ready? 3. Oh man, they're showing the Russell Wilson trade. Why would they do that? Why would they do that to us? And this beer chug is to Austin Amano, who just subscribed to our channel. We're doing a beer chug for our new subscribers. So cheers. Thank you for following this channel. Thank you for watching the game with us and just kicking it back and chilling. Cue the rock music. All right. You mean why would they do that to us? Yeah. Look at this. Quarterback comparison, 3-9 record versus 7-6. 60% completion percentage versus 72. 11-6 TD interception rate. They cut it off. The point is, Gino's playing better than Russell Wilson. And I think it's a coaching thing, but a lot of people don't realize how many people we have on IR. No Tim Patrick, no Cortland Sutton, no KJ Hamler, no, our whole offensive line is random people. Like the team has like no Javonte Williams, no running game, got rid of Melvin Gordon, can't hold on to the ball. I mean, you guys got a really good running back in Kenneth Walker. As we dip down into 1 minute and 36 seconds left in the game, if the Seahawks can score on this drive, it'll be 13-21. unless they have some kind of big play, they're going to go into the fourth quarter on this drive. And if that happens, you would like it to be a one-possession game. Geno snaps it, gives it to Walker. Walker going to run the ball for a gain of 3. And that's what I'm talking about. It's I feel like when you're losing in a ball game, you get this inclination to just try to air it out, do a trick play, like make something happen. But sometimes the best way to wear a defense down is just to run the ball. It's not sexy, but it seems like it's working. It's 3rd and 2. There's a lot of plays that open up on a 3rd and 2. Stay out of the 3rd and 7s. This defense is too good for 3rd and 7. Keep it at 3rd and 2. Geno snaps it, 20-yard line, scans the field. He's looking, avoids Bosa, and he's just going to, wow! It looked like he was thrown away, but he threw a sideline dart. It ends up getting caught. Let's see what the play is here. A 3rd flag was thrown on that play with 17 seconds left in the quarter. There were 3 total penalties on that flag. If there was 2, they could offset, but there's 3 flags on the field right now. And the refs are still having a conference about it. All right, here we go. Wow. All 3 penalties were on the defense. 2 holding calls and an illegal hands to the face. Oh, Nick Bosa. He accidentally got his hands too high, ended up taking the helmet off of the bull rusher. Oh, and then it happened. The 49ers look like NFL Blitz, where they just like are trying to like rip heads off and they don't really care about the rules. Just they got people on fire. The drunkest I've ever been in a live stream. I'm happy it's here. And that's how you know we're doing something right. Jinja is the drunkest he's ever been on a live stream right here with Only Football. And he's happy it's with us. That's because we got good vibes here, man. There's a good energy on this channel. So, yeah, I mean, in a lot of ways, I would say Seattle scores a touchdown here, and there's a lot of pressure on Brock Purdy. This whole game, Brock Purdy's been able to play without any kind of actual pressure because they've been playing with the lead the whole game. But I think if they score here and they make it a one-possession game, the pressure would be on Purdy to not give the ball back to a Seahawks team who at that point would have scored 10 points in their last 2 possessions. And San Fran they didn't score any points in the 3rd quarter, period. Oh, no, they scored that 1 touchdown. Sorry, we were chugging beers. It's been a long quarter. I was thinking about it. I was like, it wasn't 21-3 at halftime. Ginger said, what game are you and Rick doing on Sunday? I work until 3 p.m., I'm assuming. Sunday. Remember, we live on the West Coast. So, I guess that doesn't change anything. So 3, you work until 3. So you'd be off for the 4 o'clock games. I think they're 3 o'clock games for Indiana. And then they're 6 o'clock for Sunday Night Football. So I'm going to hit on the Colts, Vikings, Ravens, Browns, and Dolphins, Bills. Those are all Saturday. And then going in to Sunday afternoon. Oh, thank you. And then going into Sunday afternoon, there's going to be the Broncos game. They're playing the Arizona Cardinals in Denver. I always live stream my Broncos. So when you get off of work, I'll be probably in the third quarter of that game. And obviously Sunday Night Football, the Giants and Commanders. So this is our first stream of kind of a line of streams. So I'll give you the proper order. It's going to be this game, the Colts, Vikings, the Ravens, Browns, the Dolphins, the Bills. My 10 o'clock game I want to stream is going to be the Lions and Jets. And then I'm going to roll right into the Broncos. And then I'm going to follow that up with the Bengals and Bucks. Kenneth Walker uses his speed to get outside, and he's running down, just decides to go out on a 2nd and 2 play. And if Austin's still with us, this is what I was talking about. It's not sexy when you're down 15 points to run the football, but it's necessary. Now you got that running game going, and you're playing chess. Now the defense is going to be like, okay, let's just focus on stopping the run. And they bring all their guys up to commit to the run. You fake the handoff. You hit DK. And I wouldn't be surprised to see him take a shot right here. This is probably my take a shot play. It's first down. Here we go. You get the man in motion. Here we go. Let's see if it goes. Yep. He saw something 20, probably 10, 15 yards downfield. And he looks mad that the ball was tipped. Nick Bosa. And if you watch yesterday's episode of Only Football, that is my defensive player of the year. Geno snaps the ball, throws a little out route. He's going to go out of bounds, 4 yards short of the first. Let's see. Did they call that incomplete? You had a Niner defender waving his hands incomplete. Refs are having a talk. Third ref comes in to just jump in the conversation. And a Niner player symbols incomplete before the ref does. Just a little eavesdropping on the defense. Little eavesdropping on the defense and a little football dropping on the offense. That was good. This is really good. Ginger said, so the 4 o'clock game, I would be off. We're 3 hours different on the West Coast. I'll be off at 3 on Saturday too. Yeah, so for the 4 o'clock game, you would be off. So you would be able to catch me doing the Broncos game and the Sunday Night Football game. And on Saturday, you would be able to catch the Lions and Jets and the Vikings and the Vikings Colts is the first game. So you'd be able to catch the Ravens and Browns game because that game would be at 4:30 your time. And then you'd be able to catch the 8:15 Dolphins Bills. And that is my game of the week, the Dolphins and Bills. And if you guys haven't already checked out my YouTube short, go ahead and look at the Star 6 Media page and click on Shorts. It is actually a little video showing the little rivalry that has been born between these two parties. Obviously, we saw how this one ended. Not able to spike the ball to stop the clock. And the game ends like that. If you want to see the rest of that video, check it out on Star 6 Media. And yeah, I'm really excited about that game. Really excited to see. I mean, first off, it's going to snow like 7 inches. So it'll be fun to watch that. And then second off, Dolphins are on a 2-game losing streak. They haven't been playing really good. but they did beat the Bills, and there was a time in the year where people thought the Dolphins may even be better. The Bills are kind of favorited to win that game, and the Dolphins trying to prove that they're still the best team in the division. And I believe if the Bills win too, they clinch the division. So we're still at a commercial break here if you aren't watching this game on TV. So when we come out of this game, or when we come out of this little break, the fourth quarter will be moving. So they are running out of time for Seattle to make this a ball game. They really need to. Oh, they were challenging the ruling being a catch. Let's see. The call in the field stands. So they said he caught the ball. So what happened is he caught the ball as he's being pushed out of bounds. The ball came loose. They're saying it was a catch and then a fumble out of bounds. The play is dead when the fumble happened. 3rd and 4, 14 minutes and 5 seconds left in the game. Play clock at 15 seconds. What is that? Is that you?
Yeah.
No. What do you do? Gino in the... Wow. He's swallowed up, and he is really slow to get up. All right. 4th and 13. They're going to have to punt it. The punt goes up, and wow. Talk about a Seattle bounce. This goes to the 1-inch yard line. All the way to the 1-inch yard line. San Francisco is going to be under tremendous pressure to not give up a safety right here. Seattle's going to probably send the house. Yeah, they've been smashing Gino. They've been throwing him around like a rag doll. And who else in this situation but CMC? Who else would you want back there? The signs say get loud. They are raining down the cheers and the chants. And, they tried to do a quick out pass. It's going to be incomplete. The ball was tipped. 2nd and 10. They're stuck on the 1-yard line right now. 49ers just doing everything they can to get out of this bad spot. It's not good field position. Seahawk fans putting up a prayer, asking the football gods to do anything to help them right now. Clock goes down to 4 seconds, and there's going to be a charge timeout by the 49ers. And this is their second charge timeout. I guess there's a problem with substitution, or they didn't like the personnel. Brock Purdy, he's a young guy. Maybe doesn't know how to audible a lot of different things. You just can't afford to make a mistake on the 1-yard line. So Brock Purdy in the last 2 games has been looking really sharp. And we talked about last week how it's not that he just didn't play, or he didn't play to not lose. He played to win last week. Well, at this specific moment in time, he needs to play to not lose. Backed up on the 1-yard line. You just got to be smart with the football. and he's going to hand the ball off to Christian McCaffrey, and that is about the safest damn thing you can do. Safety or defensive score, and we chug the rest of our beers. I have a little over half of one open. I got like 90. I'm like at 90%. So it's 3rd and 7. 12 minutes and 35 seconds. Whoa. He's able to complete a slant for a first down, and he pays a price for catching it, but he gets up flexing, so I don't think it hurt him that bad. 12 minutes and 5 seconds. All right, so there's 11 minutes and 45 seconds left in the ball game. There's play clocks at 4 seconds. He's trying to audible. There's just not enough time. 1 second. Snap it. Does he get the snap off? It looked like he did it. Oh, CMC. Oh, he's going to lose 1 yard. He was almost tackled in the backfield, but he spun away from it. I don't think that he snapped that ball in time, but no delay game. Let's see. They're not showing the play clock. $11 minutes and less than 11 minutes now. 10:59 on the clock. Man in motion. And he's looking, he's scanning. He's going to throw this one into the dirt. Purdy's looking for a call. He's not going to get it. And the clock is stopped because of that incompletion at 3rd and 10 with 10:50 left. Play clock ticking down to 20, 19 as they come out of the huddle, run up to the ball. Seattle got linebackers switching spots. Safety looks like it might come in and blitz. And there's a false start on number 71, which is going to make this. Let's see. Was it? Can't have that. 3rd and 15. 3rd and 15. I'd just do a halfback draw. Like, you got the best defense in the NFL. You've already killed some time. Go ahead and kill another 40. Punt this ball away with 9 minutes and force them to score twice. Get out. Oh, he's in his own end zone. Oh, he's going to catch it. And there we go. He was in his own end zone. Brock Purdy was trying to run away from the pressure. And he ran himself into his own end zone. And he was able to get rid of the ball to a running back. Caught the ball. Very minimum gain, if any. See, I just don't know why you don't. I guess they were trying to take a shot, but look, you got the best defense in the NFL. There's no crime in just taking advantage of that. Like, they've been able to score 6 points this whole game. And now you have a challenge flag out on the field from Pete Carroll. And Pete Carroll's challenging this because the ball looked like it hit the ground when he caught it. And if it did hit the ground and it's incomplete, there's a lot of time they're going to have to roll back in this clock. Probably about 30 seconds. Well, If you guys are tuning into this podcast, thank you for joining the Only Football Podcast. For every new subscriber that we've been getting, we've been chugging a beer to show our gratitude and our appreciation. And we have had 4 people subscribe to our channel tonight. And that is pretty big. So I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that has been on this journey that continues to support it. I'm going to go ahead and share this. Couple last minute places maybe for anybody that is not able to watch the game. Here we go. I'm going to say, join us for every new subscriber, a beer chug. All right. So I just let Facebook know that for every new subscriber, there will be a beer chug. That is awesome. Dude, the people love it. The people friggin' love it. I've been getting such great feedback. Beer chug for every new follower. I guess the proper term is subscriber. Subscriber. You know what I'm going to start doing, though? I just figured it out. Bam. I just figured out what we're going to do. From now on, when the game's at commercial, I'll have music playing. Yeah, dude. Just having a good time. That's what everyone's here for. Let me update the score. So if people are just joining us now, they don't quit on us because our score isn't accurate. That'd be a shame. Seahawks are getting the ball back, and it is fair caught on the 50-yard line. They're down 2 possessions. Everything Seahawks want to do is out in front of them. The problem is, so is the 49ers defense. So we shall see what happens. If you're joining us right now, thank you. We've been having a good old time watching the Seahawks game. The 49ers defense just totally dominating. Only 6 points on this Seahawks offense. They got a tight end in motion. They're going to snap the ball. Geno's backs it up. He fakes the handoff. He's looking downfield. He's going to have to just get rid of it. The defense was, the pressure was just too close to being there. Geno's running back up. I don't know if he was mad at a player. Wow. And a flag comes in about a full 10 seconds after the play. I wonder if this is unsportsmanlike conduct on intentional grounding. Dude, I told you the intentional grounding call is the most aloof penalty. There was one earlier that he was inside of the box. Oh, he's not outside of the box right there. I guess you got to get both feet outside. So 10 minutes and 32 seconds. It's 2nd and 23 now. Gino's scanning. He's scanning. He's backpedaling. Oh, it could have been picked. It could have been picked. And he's visibly angry. I mean, he's yelling at his own wide receivers. And that's what you want to see if you're the 49ers defense. Let them get mad at each other. Let's not get emotional. Let's not do any unnecessary roughnesses. No automatic first downs. No face masks. No 3 penalties on the same play. This is officially the part of the game where you just cannot beat yourself. Let your defense do what it's been doing all season long. And let's see. It looks like there's a timeout on the field. And San Francisco is going to use their last timeout right here. I'm a little surprised. Seahawks had no momentum. I don't know, why give them time. But I said during the little tiny breaks, I'm going to do a little bit of music for you guys. All right, we're back in the game. It's 3rd and 23. I had to pee. It's all the beer chugs. Gino snaps the ball. He's looking. He's rolling out. He's going to flip the ball to 25, and it's going to be caught, but he's going to get tackled after only a gain of maybe 3 or 4. Linebacker for San Francisco shakes his head and says, "Nuh-uh, that ain't going to fly." And as they approach under 10 minutes, see what the decision here is. It was just Nick Bosa. He beat one man. He beat his second man. And, I mean, when you have 3.5 seconds, you're not going to find many people downfield. And Bosa and the defensive coordinator just laugh it up. And the punter punts the ball away with 9 minutes and 40 seconds. And this one's returnable, and he will return it. And, he almost stayed on his feet. Made 3-4 guys miss, but then got hit pretty good. And Gino's having a rough day, man. Gino's he's screaming. If you're just joining us now, welcome to the Only Football Podcast. I am one of your hosts, Kyle, and we've been having a good old time today. I really think the idea is really not to give the ball back to the 49ers if you're Seattle, but can't score on this defense. Can't do it. Geno Smith, you got 2 rookies on the offensive line. So I said I would play music when we're at halftime, just so you guys have kind of like a cue to when the game's on and when it's not on, so you don't think I'm just rambling. This might not be the right sound. I'm still trying to find the one I'm going to use. Oh, this is perfect. This is perfect. The 2.5 spread is looking horrible right now. You called it. Thanks, brother. Sometimes it's like that, Sometimes it's like that. All right, and the music has stopped, which means only one thing. The game is back. Next gen stats. 8th game of the season, allowing fewer than. Damn, they turned it too quick. Whatever the stats said, the stat was just basically saying this 49ers defense is Super Bowl good. And they're just going to do a handoff to CMC, but it's going to go right up the gut for 7 yards. 9 minutes and 25 seconds left on the clock. It's looking more and more unlikely that they'll be able to mount any other comeback. And it's not just about the time. It's not just about the possessions. It's the unlikeliness that an entire game of not being able to do anything offensively, they could score 2 touchdowns. They couldn't get one the whole game, but now we're going to expect them to get 2 of them in 9 minutes. And they don't even have the ball right now. Not looking likely. They're just going to hand the ball to CMC again. And this time, he only had one more man to beat. And Diggs was able to make an open field tackle. CMC points to his chest and says, "That's on me. I don't get beat by one person." He could have literally ran that ball in. I think Pete Carroll, I think I was trying to do some lip reading, and I think he said something along the lines of, they're just running the damn ball. Yeah, Pete, that's what they're doing. Most teams would in this scenario. They're going to fake. Ooh, they're going to give it to CMC. And I mean, why not? If you're going to get 5 yards every time, just keep on doing that. Pete Carroll getting visibly frustrated with the effortlessness of the 49ers offense. 6 yards, 2nd and 6. McCaffrey's got 22 rushes for 95 yards. And McCaffrey's a guy. Well, here's a guy. McCaffrey's a guy where if you let him run the ball 22 times, he's going to get 100 yards. I mean, he'll probably, they're going to fake a handoff and take a shot. And now it's open. And they're going to go down to the 30-yard line. And that might just do her. That might just do her in, boys. Pending any type of that was a beautiful pass. So they did a fake handoff, tight end running downfield. He had actually 2 people wide open. Seattle was going all in to stop the run simply because they couldn't. And if you want to try to stop the run, then we'll just throw the ball. You only have so many men. That's really how it feels. The 49ers players are just better. So it feels like they're playing with more people. And that's like the clearest sign that you're the better football team. When it actually feels like you're playing with more players. And I've heard that metaphor, but I haven't actually seen it. And I'm really seeing it in this game. It feels like the Niners are playing with more players. This is probably the first football game I've ever watched with the whole entire game on mute. Not even kidding. This is probably the first time in my life. Kyle Shanahan, to think that the Broncos had a chance to hire him and they hired Vance Joseph instead. They suck, man. They're like, they hire the wrong coaches. They get the wrong players. It's just frustrating. Because the 49ers are right now what the Broncos were my whole life. This is a perfect example. Like kids that have grown up being a Niners fan in the last 5 years, 6 years. That's how I grew up being a Broncos fan. It's like you win a lot, but you never really win the Super Bowl, but you're always relevant. You're always fun to watch. And John Lynch was our safety, Hall of Fame safety in those years. And he's the general manager for the 49ers. And Robbie Gold lines up for a field goal. He kicks it, and it's no good. The Seahawks get away with one. There's 5 minutes left, but that field goal would have put the game out of reach, and they missed the field goal. All right. So here. All right. Oh, sorry, Ginger. I didn't see that. All right. Good night, brother. I had a blast tonight. We'll see you on the next live stream, and have a good day at work tomorrow, and we'll see you for the Saturday games. Peace out, brother. Man, Jinja is a loyal follower and subscriber of this show, and we really appreciate having him in here to chug beers with us to promote the show. Jinja, you've been awesome. Nothing but the best. So Seattle gets away with one right there. San Francisco misses a field goal that they probably normally make. But listen to this. This is my 49ers. I was just saying growing up that the 49ers now felt like what growing up as a Bronco fan meant. Any kid that's like 7 years old right now has only grown up to see the Broncos suck every year, which is crazy to me. Because when I was a kid, we were always good. We didn't go to the Super Bowl, but we were always like the 49ers. We were always competitive. John Lynch, who the San Francisco 49ers general manager is, he was our safety, who's in the Hall of Fame now. Our head coach was Mike Shanahan. His son is Kyle Shanahan. John Elway, when he was playing quarterback for the Broncos and Mike Shanahan was coaching, his receiver was Ed McCaffrey, whose son Christian McCaffrey is the running back. I mean, this 49ers team has so many ties to the Broncos. It really feels like the Denver Broncos of the like my Broncos of the early 2000s. This is like that team, but in the future. Hard to explain, but if you follow it, you follow it. I'm just salty. We had a chance. We could have had Mike Shanahan and John Lynch, and we didn't allow it. All right, so Gino's going to try to do a quick slant to Metcalf. It's going to be caught for a gain of 12. Obviously, in this scenario, the offense is moving pretty quick. They're going to put the ball down. 4 minutes and 45 seconds. Gino snaps the ball. He's trying to make something happen, but he's got pressure, so the ball ends up being thrown a little bit short. Gino looks mad at the receiver. And there's a defensive player down for the Niners. You hate to see that in a game that is all but pretty much over. You lose a starting guy like that. And Gino kind of rips off the chin strap. He's mad. Gino's not happy. Kenneth Walker up the gut. He spins off a tackle, but gets back up after falling to the ground on himself and runs for about 5 more yards. Kenneth Walker going up to the 46-yard line. And they're going hurry up right now. Gino, that could have been picked. That could have been picked. That could have been bad news bears for the Niners. Or for the Hawks. 4 minutes left in the game. 49ers look kind of scrambled for the first time. Changing their defense, can't figure out what to do. Low snap, quick pass. Oh, it's going to be incomplete, intended for Tyler Lockett. All right, 2nd and 10, 3 minutes and 47 seconds. The ball snapped. It's going to be a check down to Walker. Walker's going to go for the 40, to the 30, to the 20. Whew. Oh. And this is going to be a dart to Noah Fant. And Noah Fant's wide open in the end zone. And I guess they'll probably go for 2 here. Or maybe not. Maybe they kick the extra point here. So now all of a sudden the pressure's on the 49ers, and this is what we talked about. I was like, if the Seahawks score here, this is the first time we're going to see how Brock Purdy responds to pressure. And as I say that, they show Brock Purdy throwing some balls on the sideline. Pete Carroll's probably going to go round up the troops and say, hey, keep your head up. We got 2 timeouts. We're going to get the ball back. We're still in this game. Now it's time for the defense for Seattle to make a stand here. Geno Smith, super locked in. Pete Carroll trying to tell him, hey, you did a good job. Could hardly even focus on it. Metcalf looks angry. This Seahawks team looks ready to get the ball back. This Seahawks team looks very, very determined. They are tired of being bullied and thrown around like rag dolls. But the real question is, will they get the ball back? Will they be able to stop Christian McCaffrey in this 49ers offense? They have 2 timeouts. Do they use those right away? Or do they use those like at first down? I guess it probably depends on the first down play. If they run the ball on first down and get 8 yards, they probably... Well, they're going to go for the onside now. Damn. I guess they said, hey, Robbie Gould couldn't make a field goal last time. We're not worried about field position. No, they are going to kick it off. Okay. And this is going to bounce into the back of the end zone for a touchback. So there's 3 minutes and 35 seconds left on the game clock. The best thing the Seahawks can do here is force the game to go into overtime. What would that require? Well, it would require a 3-and-out. It would require 2 timeouts to be burned. If they burn 2 timeouts and they run the ball 3 times and get no timeouts, Seattle would get the ball back with no timeouts with about 2 minutes and 45 seconds. So that's plenty of time. But let's see. You got CMC. I say you just give him the ball 3 times in a row, see if he can get you a first down. And just like that, he picks up 6 yards on a first down run. And now if you're Seattle, I think you hold that timeout and you see what happens on second down. If second down is a stuff and now it's 3rd and 4, yeah, call the timeout. But what you don't want to do is you don't want to burn your timeouts and then they get a fresh set of downs and now it's just pretty much over. You got to make sure that you save these timeouts. There's 13 seconds left on the play clock. The game clock dips under 3 minutes. And you got CMC in the backfield, 3 wide receiver set. It's going to be handoff to McCaffrey. McCaffrey is going to get pulled in one direction. He's going to keep on fighting, and he's going to end up – let's see where forward progress goes. It looked like that was like a super late hit. It was like obvious forward progress was over, and they just kept pushing him back, eventually throwing him to the floor. I would say forward progress probably gave him a gain of 1.5 yards, maybe 2 yards. 1, 2, yeah. So this is probably going to be a 3rd and 1 here. And they are going to burn their second timeout here with 2 minutes and 42 seconds left on the clock. This being the biggest play of the game for the Seahawks coming up. Little injury update on number 56. He's questionable to return with a neck injury. I highly doubt he's going to return into this game because if he would probably be on the field for the most important snap in the game right now. So Brock Purdy is going to snap the ball. McCaffrey in the backfield. It's going to be a fake handoff. It's picked up and read well, and Purdy's going to run, and he's got the first down. Brock Purdy with a heads-up play. Oh, and Shelby Harris on for Seattle's making a great point and saying no, he gave himself up before the first down mark. Well, the eyeball test said that he got the first down. So let me look at this. They're saying he gave himself up. No, he was past it. He was past the sticks when he gave himself up. Here's a good little pie-line view. It doesn't get better than this. Yep. He is past it. Not by a lot, but he is past it. And Pete Carroll is going to challenge it because what the hell? What do you have to lose here? Throws the challenge flag out. There's 2 minutes and 16 seconds left. If they don't get here's the problem with that, right? Let's say they don't get this, which I don't expect him to get this because on the camera, when his knee's not even down there yet. And even if it was, he's like evidently past it. So I don't know, is he down where the knee is or is he down where the ball is? Because I think if a quarterback's giving himself up, extending the ball doesn't count. Because I saw this in a Broncos game last week where he gave himself up, but they said, see, I totally forgot about that. That is a wrong score. Oh, appreciate you, John. Look at that. Freaking amateur. No wonder people don't stay. I've been so locked into this game. I haven't even looked at that. I got super locked in. Thank you. Appreciate that, bud. John, let me know. I got the wrong score up. All love. So yeah, it looks like the review was expedited. It's going to be a first down, and the Seahawks can no longer challenge it because they don't have a timeout. So yeah, I didn't understand that challenge because of that reason, because now 2 minutes 16, the only thing that stops the clock is a 2-minute warning. They're going to run the ball here, and they're going to gain about 6 yards in the run. 2 minutes left in the ball game. So 1 first down from here on out, the game's going to be over. But if they can stop them twice in a row, they could get the ball back with about 30 seconds. So just a little, it'd be interesting to see if they just knee it. You run the ball, you risk, I guess the advantage is you could get the first down, right? That's the good news, is that you get a first down and just take a knee. But you also risk injury. CMC is super injury prone. I actually thought when they were up 15 with 5 minutes left in the game, they would kind of pull him. But, we've seen crazier things happen in the league. You don't want to get – that can be considered a little cocky, pulling your best player. And somehow, some way you end up losing the game. They would never let you forget about pulling him out of the game. And let's see. They're in the huddle right now. They break the huddle. 2nd and 5, 2 minutes left in the ball game. Play clock dips under 15 seconds. There is no CMC in the game, actually. After I said that, there's a fullback. They're probably going to give it right to the fullback. Nope, goes to the running back. Running back trying to get outside. He's moving. Ooh, and he takes a big hit. It's going to be 3rd down, 1:50 left. And if they didn't call that timeout, they could have called the timeout right here. I mean, if they didn't challenge that. That challenge was just detrimental. A timeout right here with 1:45 seconds. Even if that was their last one, they could have got the ball back with a minute. That's a difference in 45 seconds. I mean, how do you not have somebody in the booth that you can just call on headset? We're sitting at home watching and drinking a beer, and we can tell that that's something you don't challenge. All right, 3rd and 3. And the ball is snapped. It's a handoff. It's up the gut. It's a 1st down. And wow, this is going to be a touchdown. 30, 20, 10. And he's going to go all the way to the 1-yard line. A 56-yard run. $56-yard run. All they needed was 2. If that would have been CMC, that would have definitely been a touchdown. Whoever has him on fantasy is so mad right now. So mad. He was burnt. He was burnt out on that. And now they're just going to take knees. And Brock Purdy is going to move on to 10 and 4. And Brock Purdy has been the surprise of the season. I cannot believe he's the first rookie quarterback to win his first 2 starts versus Super Bowl winning quarterback and a Super Bowl winning head coach. That stat feels like a stretch. That just seems like he's probably the first quarterback where his first 2 starts are versus a Super Bowl winning quarterback and a Super Bowl winning head coach. But nonetheless, Brock Purdy's been doing a pretty damn good job out there. Starting 11 for 11 on completions. Threw 2 incompletions after that, went 11 for 13. Was curious to see if he'd be able to get back into his groove, and he was. He was not magnificent by any means, but he was calm. He was collective. He didn't make any big mistakes. He had one pass that could have been a big mistake, but the Seahawks defender actually dropped the interception, so he got a pass on that one. And I think tomorrow morning when we see all the mainstream media people wake up, for the most part, most people will probably forget about that interception that was dropped. But if it would have been caught, it would have been talked about a little bit. But this is all Purdy needs to do. You got the best defense in the NFL. All you got to do is just go out there and be a decent – you got CMC. They didn't even play with Debo today. So, the ceiling is only going up. The ceiling is only going up. And I'm starting to think the 49ers can play with anybody, whether it's Philly, whether it's Dallas. I actually think Detroit's probably better than Minnesota at this point. But another win for the San Francisco 49ers. And with this win, they have clinched the NFC West. And if Seattle has any dreams to make the postseason this year, it will not be as a division champion. It would be as a wild card spot, which is still totally on the table. You have Detroit, who's only 1 game back right now. You have the Buccaneers, who are going to clinch just based on their division, even though their schedule's bad. But Detroit has a pretty favorable schedule to close out the year. So I'm looking for Detroit to take one of the wild card spots, and Seattle could potentially get the other one. No Rams, no Packers. It's just looked a little bit different. I got the Giants and the Commanders eventually choking, but one of them probably will make the playoffs just based on record. So we'll see who actually makes it and who doesn't. A lot of it's going to have to do with the game that takes place on Sunday night between the Giants and the Commanders. So stay tuned for that game. We're going to be live streaming all 3 games on Saturday, followed by the Lions and the Jets. And then we're going to do the Broncos and the Cardinals. And then I'm going to be doing the Sunday night football game. And then I'll follow that up with Monday night football, and expect to see my brother, my podcast host. Really, the best way to describe this person is my everything. Expect him to be back with me for one of these games, but I ain't going to tell you which one it is, so you're going to have to stay tuned to find out. All right, y'all, the final score was 21-13. 49ers get the dub in Seattle. This is the Only Football Podcast, brought to you by Star 6 Media. I'm Kyle. I had fun with you guys, and this is a farewell and good night and a goodbye, but not a goodbye, because I'll see you later. Have a good night.